Hi, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Angela.
What are we doing?
The My Life in Music tag.
My Life in Music tag.
Oh, God.
Who were we tagged by?
Pete and Susie.
Yeah, we were tagged by Pete and Susie.
I don't know if anyone else tagged us last week.
I don't think so. Yeah, we were tagged by Pete and Susie, and basically, there are 15 questions. I think most of them are music related.
Mm-hmm.
And you answer the questions on a video and then post it to the YouTubes so other people can watch it and they go, that's cool. Let me see what I would answer. And you tag people and then they answer and then they tag more people and the more people watch it, the more people answer, the more people view it, and then some people give it a thumbs down. That's basically how it works. So Angel has the questions. She's gonna ask it like we do it like we normally do. You'll ask one question. I'll answer first. You answer second, and then I'll ask the next question, and then you answer, and we'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay, well, whatever.
No, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Anyways.
You got it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
Ow! I fell off the couch.
Ready?
Why'd you put my water all the way over there?
Okay. First question. What was your first single you bought?
Honestly, I don't think I ever bought a single. I would buy the whole album. When I was a kid. Nowadays, I just cherry pick songs I like. I download songs I like.
Mm-hmm.
But because back in the day, remember they'd have the single, and you'd see it at like Walmart or Best Buy or places like that, CD Warehouse. They would have the single. They would have like an end cap of hot singles, and it would have like 2 or 3 different versions of the song on it. But I'm like, why am I gonna spend? This might be dating myself a little bit, but I'm like, why am I gonna spend $2 to $3 to get one song when I can spend $5 to $6 to get the whole album? And yes, I have bought cassettes, brand new when they came out. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You gotta answer.
I don't remember buying it, but I remember having the Guns N' Roses November Rain
Sing
single.
it.
No.
Oh, the cold November rain. That one?
I don't remember buying it, but I had
That
it.
one? That one?
I mean,
Do I sound just like
I
Axl?
think my parents bought it, but
That sounds just like Axl, just a cigarette smoky voice. Okay, number 2. What was the first song you shared with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner?
okay. Well, I'll say us. Obviously, not works. I'm not doing like a long time ago. God Gave Me You.
That's what I shared with you. I shared that with you.
Yeah, that's what we shared together.
Oh, no, what song you shared with me?
That was it.
Okay. You shared that song with me?
Yes.
No, I shared it with you.
We shared it to each other. Yeah.
So is there any point for me to answer? Because that's the song I shared with you.
I know,
'Cause
that
we
was
were
our
dating,
that was our song.
And I heard that.
No, that was actually after we got married. That you gave it.
No, I said that's our song, but I had you listen to it before that.
No, there was another one that you shared with me while we were dating, and I cannot remember the name of it. But that was your song.
What song was that?
Because I picked out. Remember our wedding? Remember that?
I remember our wedding. What song
Obviously,
was that?
don't remember the song at our wedding.
What song was that?
I picked
I
out.
remember I wanted us after we got married, we were marching back down the aisle. I wanted the Rocky theme to play. Dun,
It did
dun,
play.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it did. That's right. Dun, 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 dun,
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun,
You don't
dun,
remember much,
dun,
do
dun.
you? From the wedding songs.
I remember the honeymoon. I remember you got mad at me
Anyways.
because I was watching OU football in the hotel and at your parents' house.
Mm.
Because we had to swing by your parents' house to get, because you were something involved in the hotel, We had to swing by your parents' house, and then I was watching OU football play.
All right.
I don't remember who we played. I remember we won. So I'm gonna read the next one because you answered for both of us. Wait, no, I have the answer. This is the first song, but it's the most song that I could think of that I shared with you.
Mm-hmm.
Green Day, when they did the Uno Dos Tres albums, the one called Blank Time. I share that with you. I share that with you all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. Artist you would sleep with.
I answered first on the last one.
Yeah, but you answered for both of us.
You go first.
Okay, Angela would sleep with Donnie Wahlberg, Billy Ray Cyrus.
No.
Oh,
no.
you said you wanted to with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Long time ago.
Y'all touch pinkies.
Yeah?
You touch pinkies.
Yeah, but not anymore.
Billy Ray Cyrus, I will punch you in the mouth.
Not anymore.
Okay, moving on. Next question.
Answer the question. Who would you sleep with?
I wouldn't sleep with anybody. Do you see this?
I wouldn't sleep with him either, so don't say that I would. I'm not gonna.
I love you. Plus, I'm singing all the time, so it'd be me.
Anyways, what's the next one?
Next one would be number 4.
Yeah, I see how it is. The song you hate the most.
That Armageddon song. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. I was in, what was it, high school when that came out, and there was a girl that I went to church with that we'd be like boyfriend, girlfriend for like a week, and then I would get so annoyed I'd break up with her, and she would just call me and play that song. I just want you to hear this song. And then we'd be at church. She'd walk up, put headphones on me, and play that song, and I'm like, God, I hate that song.
All right.
So that song. What about you?
Mine. I don't know who sings it, but it's the Love Shack, because I was force fed that song over and over and over.
It's a good place where we get together. Love Shack.
I did like it at
A
first.
baby Love Shack.
Not anymore.
What got you into the music you love today?
Oh wow.
I'll take this. Her husband, because she loves everything about her husband.
No, I'm saying you. No, you don't. That's not why.
Are you gonna go?
Obviously, I like all kinds of music. I don't have just one, genre of music. I like all kinds of music. But if I had to say like country, you know why I listen to country? Because you don't like country.
Well,
but it's
like
because
some
of my
country.
dad.
I like some country.
My dad, I grew up with my dad, writing songs, playing the guitar.
If it's country, it's not guitar, it's guitar.
Whatever. He was in Nashville, he played at clubs, and when I turned 21, I went to the clubs to listen to him, and I just kind of grew up on it, so fun.
My turn.
Yeah.
Okay, growing up, I was only allowed to listen to Christian music. Matter of fact, my mom threw out, which this will be a different question, but she threw out my Green Day Dookie album. Threw it out the car window. I was in the back, headphones, listened to it. I was only allowed to listen to Christian music, and then when I started driving, of course, I had I put a stereo in the car, CD player and stuff, and I'd listen to like the MTV top hits. Remember what was that? They'd give the top 10 music videos with what's his name? He's now doing a late night show. The top 10. It's like TRL, Total Request Live, or something like that, and they'd play those, and so I was listening to pop music. When I gave this this kid I played football with, I gave him a ride home from school, and he left his book of CDs in there. I was like, oh cool, what's this? So I'm flipping through it. MXPX, Slowly Going the Way of the Buffalo. Put that into my CD player. I'm Away, You're Okay came on, and I'm like, this is freaking awesome. What's going on tonight? Is everything alright? That came on. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then Punk Rock Show, which I don't believe is on Slowly Going the Way of the Buffalo, but that got me down the road of MXPX, which got me into, you know, Green Day, Rancid, all that stuff. So I was into punk, but I was into punk as much as a kid who grows up in church in Oklahoma can be. And then I got in the Marine Corps, and when I went to California, of course, Southern California, arguably one of the two homes of American punk. You got New York and California. And I had a sergeant there, Sergeant South. Called him Andy when we were, you know, out of uniform. But before he came in the Marine Corps, he had a mohawk, all that stuff, played in a punk band. And he was playing punk. I was like, oh yeah, I like punk. So then he gave me like 4 or 5 CDs. He just went to his computer, all MP3 formats, and I still got them. I mean, hundreds of songs per CD. And I'm just like, what is this? Mind blown. And so, but now I'm kind of mellowed out. Like, love punk. Lars Frederiksen, Rancid, Ramones, Exploited, Defiance, you know, what? It was Tim Armstrong's girlfriend. Her band, all that. But now I'm kind of, you know, I like some Toby Keith, you know, the more patriotic stuff. I like oldies from when I'm a kid, like 80s, Cyndi Lauper, all of them, you know, just 80s music, the music that makes me feel like I was a kid again. So that's what got me into that music. So number 6, what was your first album you got with your own money? Go.
Hey, that was not cool.
First album you got with your own money. That is cold. That's why I was like, what's wrong with my hip? You not know the answer to that?
Yeah, it's funny, actually. I got it with my babysitting money. Color Me Bad. Remember that?
Yeah, Color Me Bad. You got mad that I put Me So Horny on your phone as my ringtone when I called you.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you
gosh.
bought Color Me Bad.
Color Me Bad, yeah, they had some good songs.
Okay. That was the first one?
Mm-hmm.
My first album I ever bought with my own money was the Green Day Dookie album. Like, this was, I was like, I was walking through the CD store. I was fairly young, and I remember seeing it. And at this time, I didn't know what punk was. This was before I was driving. But I remember the cover art. I'm like, this is awesome. The cover art. I'm like, this is awesome. Which, coincidentally, the Green Day Dookie album is the album I have bought more copies of than any other album, hands down. My mom would throw one out, loan it to a buddy, get lost. It would get scratched. My sister would borrow it. You know, divorce, move, go deployed overseas. I mean, just that's the album I have bought most out of any other albums, was the Green Day Dookie album.
Okay. Number 7. The album that you could listen to the most.
The Green Day Dookie album.
Oh, wow. I also need soundtracks.
The album that you could listen to the most.
Goodness gracious.
Is it the album of my love?
Anyways. Golly. do like Green Day, but let's just a little bit.
What?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Chicka Chicka Slim Shady.
No.
I don't know. It's kind of hard now because today, this day and age, I mean, the last album that we bought, either one of us bought, was what, the new Eminem?
Yeah. So
and that was just like we're going through the store. I was like, oh, he has a new record out?
I don't know as far as albums. I don't know.
I do have the entire an entire album from The Exploited on mine. Yeah. So 8, your favorite soundtrack. That's to a movie or a play. What's your favorite soundtrack? If you say Armageddon, I will get up.
Oh gosh, no. Actually, I was going to see if I could, if they made a soundtrack, which they should have. Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, all the music that was in there.
Oh, we actually downloaded their album, the entire volume, Awesome Mix Volume 1. You want Awesome Mix Volume 2?
Yeah.
Okay. You can probably get it.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but you'll be like, oh yeah, the Band Slam soundtrack. That's one of my guilty pleasures. I always wanted to be in a band, and that movie is about the outcast who people make fun of him, and he's just kind of weird and out there, and he ends up starting a band. Even though he can't play, he doesn't have any musical abilities whatsoever, like myself. And so, yeah, I love that. Matter of fact, I probably know every word to 80% of that soundtrack. Because some of the songs, I'm like, it was like songs that like, because it's about a band competition, and in the movie it's like 2 lines, like it would show a band playing and give 2 lines, and that song's on the soundtrack, and I'm like, I don't really like that song. So, yeah.
Okay, number 9, the song you dance to with your other half.
I try to dance with you all the time.
No,
you won't dance. I try to dance with you all the time. You won't dance.
No, you don't try to dance with me. You try to dance for me.
So what song? What's that song we danced? It was oh, My Best Friend. That's the song that was at our wedding by Tim McGraw.
No, that wasn't it, but we like that song.
What song was it?
He doesn't remember, but neither do
I remember you looked smoking hot coming down the aisle, and I remember Austin looked up at me, I looked at him, and I had a tear rolling down my cheeks. I was like, oh my gosh. Not like, oh my gosh, I was like, oh
my gosh, what am I doing?
No. So, I don't know, I try to get you to dance all the time. You're like, oh, I was dancing, I would do this, I would do that. And I
don't say that.
Yeah. Okay, what song you secretly like that get you moving?
Secretly like?
I don't know, just what song gets you really
I mean,
gets you moving?
there's no secret about this, but it's an old one, but it's from it's from a movie, I can't remember the name of it. It's got John Travolta in it, and it's a Bee Gees song, Staying Alive. I hear that song and I'm like, yeah, I like it. You used to listen to the Bee Gees?
Yeah.
I heard you
and then
play
they got
it.
old.
Yeah. But I like that song.
I listen to a little bit of everything.
I do too.
My favorite song that really gets me moving, I don't know, like I'll be at work and I listen to podcasts until my last break. When I come back from my last break, I listen to music because, I'm like, I need to keep my energy up and all this, so I'm just like, because it gets boring, because we're all consolidated because we hand over the machines to Tour 1, so we're all on the belt. So we have like 10 people on a belt that's designed for maybe 3 or 4 people to work. So I listen to music and I kind of just dance around. I mean, anything really. But I don't know. One day I would be embarrassed. Again, the band slam. You have to look up the band slam. It's got, was it Vanessa Hudgens or whatever? That girl's in Powerless. She sings it.
I'm not sure.
The mailman's here and he has a bunch of packages for us. He does that song. So read the next one and I'll meet the mailman out there. Quick. It's Everything That I Own. Okay, 11. What was the first ever gig you went to? You gotta read it. I'm gonna go meet him. First ever gig you ever went to?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
So what was the first ever gig you ever went
I'm
to?
seriously trying to think. Okay, gig, like a
Concert.
club, or are we talking like concert, like big time?
I don't want my address to be seen. Just first ever gig you ever went to. You want me to answer while you're thinking?
I don't remember ever going. I mean, first, as far as like a club, I don't know, but as far as like a concert, it was New Kids on the Block.
Okay. What song do I secretly listen to that gets me moving? There's a New Kids on the Block song that I heard because of you. It's like Around the World song or whatever.
I don't know their new songs.
First concert I ever went to, again, only allowed to listen to Christian music. Carmen. Went as a youth group with my parents. My parents taught in the youth group, and went to a Carmen concert. Let me check to see if it's still recording. What's the next one? Yeah, it's still recording. What's the next one? We gotta hurry up. We only have like 40 more minutes.
What was your favorite gig you went to?
Favorite gig I ever went to? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say it's my favorite because the first one I ever went to without my parents, just me and my buddy. The OC Supertones. They were in Oklahoma City. It was a small venue, basically in a church gym. And there was only a few hundred people there. And I actually got out in the mosh pit. And I was like, that was nice. It was my first, because I felt like a grown-up. I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm. My buddy and I, we drove there. We went to the concert. Not only that, the lead singer of the Orange County Supertones, the OC Supertones, which you gotta, Supertone Strike Back. I used to know every single word of that. And I'm in the mosh pit and I'm going, and the lead singer starts reaching down, giving high fives and wink. And I was like, yeah, pointing to him. I was like, yeah. And he pointed back at me. I was like, yes. What was your favorite?
Color Me Bad, because I went with my girlfriends. And
Something
we
you
had
need
a
to tell
blast. My friends, my girls / friends. Very funny. We had so much fun.
Who would you like to be on stage with? You answer first.
Who would I like to be on stage with? Oh wow.
Oh, it needs to pop.
Oh my gosh, who would I like to be on stage with? There's a lot of people I wouldn't mind being on stage with.
New Kids on the Block. She'd be like
Yeah.
grinding on Donnie. Because she said, this is her words. I'm gonna marry him. I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna marry that man.
Yeah, those are my words, and he was there because I was 12. I was 12 years old.
You don't care how long it takes. So as soon as I'm dead and gone and out the door, she's gonna marry him.
No, I'm not. Anyways, yeah, that would be cool to be on stage with them.
I got two answers. I would love to be on stage and sing with Rancid Radio.
Mm-hmm.
When I got the music, oh, I got a place to go. Oh, I got a place, I got a place, I got a place to go. When I got the music, I got a place to go. I would love to sing that with Tim Armstrong and Lars Fredrickson. But I think that would just be awesome. But I think the most fun would be, I think he's the Jerk for the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. That gave me hope. I'm like, So you mean there's a band and there's a position in the band where a guy just dances like an idiot? You know, so.
All right. Okay, 14.
My turn.
Wait, is that 14? Are we on 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
What era would you like to have been born in? And that's era, not ERA. It's not earned runs average. It's era, as in time.
I guess. Let's see what. I always thought it would be cool to be, I guess, born in the like in the 1950s, because I thought, you know, the music and just everything is fun. I don't know.
You know,
Never really thought about
whenever
it.
you and I started dating and I knew I was falling for you, I didn't realize I was doing it, but I was singing, and I was like, who put the pop in the pop, shabop, shabop, who
Yeah.
put the ram
I
in the
love the
ram,
oldies like that.
Who was that man who wrote the song that made my baby fall in love with
See,
me?
when I think of oldies,
And I wasn't doing that.
That's what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
and I wasn't, and I didn't realize I was doing that, but Quentin goes, Dad, stop! And I was like,
I love music
Oh.
from back then. Yeah.
so, me, there's two, like, I love the fact I was born in the 80s, because I got to go in, you know, the punk scene. I got all that, plus the 90s music, which I think 90s music is underrated. Like, I love Green Day. Yes, I love Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit, just 90s music. It was the explosion, you know. You could be a white kid and listen to DMX and nobody cared. It wasn't like, oh, what are you doing? I mean, you could be a white kid and listen to DMX. And it was a great time for music in the 90s because you had, you know, MTV, and it was the start of the internet. You could find out stuff. It wasn't the start of the internet, but it was when the internet was readily available. You could find out stuff. But still, you had stuff that was underground that could be cool. But also, like, yeah, I'd like to be born in the 50s or 60s. Because my first car was a 77 Monte Carlo. And it had an FM radio in it. And the only station it got clearly was KOMA, which is the oldies station. Which KOMA, why are you still the oldies station, but you're playing music that came out when I was alive? That's not oldies!
That's what I was saying.
But it was playing 50s
When I think of
and 60s
oldies,
music.
I'm thinking of like 50s.
They're playing
60s.
80s, and they're like, oh yeah, that way back hit. And I'm like, what do you mean way back? It's not oldies if it came out when I was alive! Do something, KOMA. That's the call sign for the radio station. Oh, you,
Okay. 15. What albums are you looking forward to down the line?
I'm really looking forward to the new Miley Cyrus because she's like so like pop. No, I'm playing.
Oh yeah, and don't forget Taylor Swift.
Like I would love for Rancid to put out another album. Lars Frederiksen put out another album, which Lars Frederiksen isn't Rancid, but he had his own band, Lars Frederiksen and the Bastards. Rancid, please get together and put out another album. I am begging you, please. That would be awesome. Other than that, music today isn't music.
No.
I mean, when you have an artist going, yeah, if I get a fat beat and it's good, and I just go, over it, and I just go, yeah, and I sell 1 million records, and I can buy a new house, you know, or I can, you know, I'm like, that's not music. That's not music.
It doesn't take talent anymore.
Yeah.
It's money and who you know.
So now we gets down to the tagging.
I'll let you do that because I don't know.
MetalNerd, because he does have metal in his name, and I know he's really into guitars and stuff. MetalNerd, I don't know if you've been tagged. TV chips, those are our go-to tags. Of course, we're Pete's go-to tag. So MetalNerd, TV chips. Yeah. Y'all have been tagged. So there's the mailman again. I didn't want the dogs on here. It looks like we got a couple letters. So
Okay.
Oh,
Bye.
okay. Bye.